All right. So we have another little treat today. Let's get this bad boy opened up. And see what it is. How about that? So this is from Vibeworks guitar. So you got instructions there, but I don't think we care about that. Looks like hardware. Got our neck here, which really does look pretty good. Ah, it feels really good too. We could shape that headstock if we want. Probably won't, but we could. Got our body here. So that's our hardware. What do you think, Petey? And there's our body. Just like it pre-sanded it already. We'll still do a little pre-sand before we do the dye on it, but that looks pretty good. And then you can see there is a pre-wired pick guard. You know, you got these boxes, right? And having a cat is a thing of beauty. As soon as the box hits the ground, he goes to town. I swear to God, I don't know what his deal is. He's a cat, I guess. Oh yeah, this looks good. This looks good. All right. That really is a good looking neck, ain't it? And it's got a humbucker for the pickup, for the bridge pickup, and then a single coil on the neck. This is a Mini Strat. So it has a short scale 22 and a half inches, I believe. See how this fits. Oh, nice and snug. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. All right, let's move this out of the way and open up our hardware. Okay, so this is our bridge. It's tremolo bridge. Back plate. We have tuners and a neck plate. Looks like strings are in there as well. Then we have all our screws. Probably for the tuners. For the bridge, maybe. Then we got our Allen wrench. Wow, they sent me a cord. We got a board there in our trimmable bar. Very cool. Now, we're going to go ahead and just show all this shit back in here. We don't really need this right now. First thing we're going to do is finishing, which I'm excited to do. I've never done this before. So we're going to do a finish on this here. Body first. And so take this off. And then move some metal over there. So first thing we gotta do is we gotta do a finish on this. It's our top coat. We have 3 color dyes. So we got yellow, black, and red. And so you see where this is gonna go. We're gonna do a burst. Okay. Instead of a regular burst where the black's on the outside, we're gonna reverse it. And so we're gonna have probably about this much black in the middle. And it'll go red and then yellow on the outside. And in the back we might do yellow or black maybe. I haven't decided. But yeah, that's the plan. So and you know this is ready. This really just feels totally ready to be finished. I don't think I need to do any sanding at all on this, which is pretty cool. What's that hole there for? Ground, maybe? All right, let's go get some cups. Cup. Oh, lettuce. So you might be supposed to do this with like a proper stain or something, but I'm just gonna use water, and we will see how well it takes that. Ooh, drops of that. You open this already. All right, so this is a dye in a universal solvent. So we should be able to mix this up and get a good color. Hmm. All right, so now we'll take our brush. Let's take a look at what that'll look like. Well, no. It's just a drop. That doesn't seem like it needs. Seems like it needs a lot more than just a drop, don't it? Oh, yeah. That's going to do much better. All right, so we're going to start in the middle here. All right. Now, pick this with a rag. Then we'll go again. Get more of that color on there. Okay. Another pass with the rags. Take the extra off. Oh, yeah. See that? That's what we want right there. See how dark we can get it to go. So I don't want it to just be black. I want it to be wood, black wood, you know? But yeah, that looks right through here and up on here. You just see it going into the grain. That's gonna look really sharp. This is certainly one of those things that's gonna take you probably 10, 15 coats before it gets the color I want it to be. Which I'm not, like, I'm all right with that. That's part of this sort of stuff, you know. Honestly, if it doesn't take time, is it even worth your time? Oh, see, this definitely feels like one of those times where I've ruined it. For this great looking guitar body, and I wouldn't put this dark finish on it. That's too bad it's gonna be hidden under the pick guard, ain't it? It's the best looking part of the guitar. I'll let it sit on there just for a little bit. Let it get a little bit of get soaked in there a little bit more. It might help us take a few less tries, less coats, whatever you want to call it. All right. We don't want the water to soak too much more into that wood. I don't want to ruin the fucking guitar by fucking soaking it in water, basically. That seems like a bad idea. I'm not even sure that can happen, but I know that too much water will waterlog it, and then that's probably not good. But honestly, it seems like a decent center. See where it dripped down the back. That's okay. I think I'm gonna do the back black anyway. So certainly there are worse things. But yeah, look at that. I really wish that that would come through on the this side. It's okay. We'll let this sit for a few minutes. Rinse my brush out. All right, so I'm using a some Mixol Universal tinting paste. It's suspended in this bottle in like a solvent, so you're able to use this. I just put it in water. I literally just put it in water and dyed it like you saw. Yep, and we're gonna do a little bit of red, and then we're gonna add yellow to the red to make it an orange for the outside. And then the back and sides I'll probably do with the black, I think. And then over here, we're gonna tape off this we're gonna tape off this fretboard, and then we're gonna do our headstock and our neck black with the black dye as well. So I'm gonna set this to the side to let it dry off. And then we'll get our neck taped off. All right, so the trick with taping this stuff off is to not be bad at it first thing. But yeah, see, the trick is that you can unstick the tape. If you miss, you just do it again. Yeah, we'll redo that part. All right. So yeah, now it's the same deal as with the body. We're just gonna hit it with our black dye. Give it a little bit of time to soak in on the. I thought about doing a shape on this here headstock, but to be honest, I'm not really very gifted at that sort of thing. But you know what? One of these days, we might try to carve a neck entirely on our own. In which case, something like that would be a very cool experience. So, and I'm sure some of this is gonna bleed through onto that fretboard, but that's just something we're gonna have to live with, I think. You see already that that's already looking really, really slick, ain't it? Wow. Well, we'll take another peek at this. See, it's drying out now. You can see some of the color coming out of this as it dries, which you would expect. So probably gonna hit this with a few more coats once it's finished drying. This guy, I think we want to hit this with a white sand job before we do another coat on him. Yeah, and this stuff's supposed to suspend forever. So I guess I could have got little bottles. I could have put this shit in and then just had pre-mixed dyes ready to go. That's okay. Maybe if this is something I'm doing all the time, maybe then, but currently I'm not sure I'm going to be doing this all of the time. So I said I was going to hit a sand job on this real quick, but I'm going to just actually give it another one of these just real fast. No, get down. No. Wants to check out the electronics. Wow, look at that. Look at how it brought out the grain on that. That's gorgeous. I don't know what wood this is made out of, but it does look pretty good once you get a stain on it, don't it? Yeah, I don't care what kind of wood it is. Once you get a good stain on it, and you get that grain to pop out like that, that's a fine looking piece of wood. I think that looks pretty good. We're gonna set it aside. We're gonna hit it with a sand, and we might do another coat of this after or before we top coat it. All right, so let's bring back our body. So what I'm doing here is I'm gonna try and sand the outside here. So when we put first colors on, it'll blend together a little bit better, hopefully. So the drop goes a long way, but seemed like a drop in that last one didn't really go anywhere. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is gonna look good. All right, so now we're gonna mix some yellow with the red. So we get like an orange color. Oh yeah, now look at that. Maybe put a little drop more red in that. It's a little bit too yellow. Oh yeah, kind of like a. Oh, all right. So that's not what we want to do. Really, that don't look half bad, does it? Yeah, honestly, I kind of like that color too. How that's come out. To be honest, this actually looks way better, like so much better than it has any right to look. That's actually stupid. It's actually ridiculous. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that orange color on the back. I was gonna do it the black, but I think I like this orange color a lot. All right. So yeah, I don't know anything about this shit, but man, I do know what colors I like, and I like that color. Holy shit. Look at that. Wow. Just look at that. Man. It's not supposed to be crazy. It's just a reverse burst. Okay, so now we gotta let this dry. We might do another coat on it, maybe. And over here, you can see that we kind of grayed this out now, but we're gonna give it a good sand. And then we're gonna remix some more black. Get it a little bit darker, I think, for this. And then we might just hit this middle bit here with a little bit darker black also. Yeah, this looks great. It's really coming together. Hot dog, that just looks good, don't it? Yeah, the yellow kind of just gets everywhere, don't it? So we're just gonna let that dry. Get this guy back. Try and get a little bit darker here. Oh, that could have been bad. All right. It's our neck. So yeah, now we just gotta wait for these bad boys to dry. And once we're dry, we can put our top coat on. And then we got some wood wax for our fingerboard we'll put on there. To be honest, we might finish the neck with this. But yeah, it took about an hour and a half-ish to paint them. And we still got to sand them. You get a good sand on these. And we might do another coat on that body. Let's see what it looks like. All right, so this is mostly dry now. So what I'm going to do, so you can see along right through here, you can see that edge. So what we're going to do, I'm going to sand this area here. I'm not going to do up here because that's going to be covered by the pick guard anyway. And then we're going to hit it again with more of the yellow, orange. Let's see if we can get that blended together a little bit better there. Just trying to blend them together here as we wipe this clean. See if that'll give us a better look. Those kind of look better, don't it? Wish there's a black pick guard on that. You know it. But you play the hand you've been dealt, don't you? I could order a new pick guard. But to be honest, I don't know how long it'll take to come in mail, and I'd have to get a special size one because it's a mini. Just have to use the white one. All right, well, we're gonna let this stuff dry, and we'll come back and do our top coat. All right. So we're just about to do our first top coat. Um, Coating. It says there to apply directly to a stain. So even though we did a dye, it's more or less the same thing. And here is our body. It sure does look good, doesn't it? So we're going to do the top and then let that dry and flip it and do the back and let that dry. It's going to take us twice as long to do, but I don't really have a good way to hang it or anything like that. So we can do, but we got to make sure it's an even coating. Then we'll do the sides. Let that dry. So all right, that's one coat on the front. We gotta let this dry for 2 hours. So we'll be back in 2 hours to do the back, I guess. All right, so said to wait 2 hours, but this feels pretty dry already. So I'm gonna go ahead and just flip it over so we do the back. It's been an hour and a half about, so all right, now I'm gonna see if I can just get a coating on the sides of it. That way we're not waiting all fucking day for it to dry. on the sides too. All right. Now I got the back and the sides done now. And we're going to do at least 2 coats, I think, on this. So we're going to give this some time to dry. And once this is dried, we can get our sandpaper out and do some sanding. And then we'll get our next coat on. All right, so it's been another night. And we are about to do our sanding on this guy and get it ready for second coat. We're doing a 220 grit. All right. Now we got a good sanding on that. We get to do our second coat on this top layer. All right, well, that is that. Let this dry. Come back for another spin on it. All right, so while that's record or drying, we're gonna go ahead and take care of this guy. So last night I actually went ahead and did 2 coats of top coat on this already. So all we got to do is hit it with the sander and then get our last coat on there. All right. So I'm looking at this. I don't think we need another coat of that stuff on it. So we're gonna do a polish with some of this feed and wax. A little bit on that rag. All right. So while our body is drying that last coat of top coat, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this fretboard and see what kind of work we got to do for it. It didn't seem like very much when I opened it yesterday. Okay, so you can see here, we got a little bit of that black dye came through. Oh, you might have right there also. Wow, that actually looks like shit. All right, see that there? It also kind of just looks like shit there. Okay, the neck looks straight, at least. So yeah, you can definitely tell where some of that dye got in there. It kind of sucks a little bit. So I've got the steel wool. I'm gonna just hit this. See if we can't get that off there. So I think that dyes went underneath that fretboard. which has made this big nasty here come out. Can't see it, can you? But there's a nasty looking bit there on the fretboard. And you can see right here where that's kind of rounded over. And we got another spot there. It doesn't look great. And there's a big crack. All right, so our fretboard is not in great shape. The sides of it feel pretty good still, but the fretboard itself needs a little bit of work, which kind of sucks. It my initial impression was that this looked pretty good, but obviously I was wrong about that. All right, well that's way too much of this fucking wax. You know, that's pretty. Even with those flaws, it still looks pretty good. All right, so front of that has dried. So we're gonna go ahead and put this over and hit our back layer of the top coat here. We're actually use this IKEA box here to hold it up so I can get on all the sides also. All right. Move that up here out of the way. All right, well, now we're just going to wait for that to dry. And then we'll do a sand job on it so that we can get us some, we can get it polished up and put together. I'm excited. All right, so we are finally back after this is dried. We're gonna hit these rough spots with one more final sand, and we're gonna polish it up with some wax stuff. See if we can get it looking good. All right, well, I'm certainly done sanding for right now. I'm gonna rub some of this stuff on it, see what that does. Get it solid. All right. Now we got both the neck and the body oiled up, ready to go. That means we can start putting it together. All right, so we are back now. Final piece. We got us some of this guitar cavity tape we're gonna put in here so it doesn't interfere with the electronics. Um, but first, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this one more time with this bit of oily rag here. Hard for me to tell if that's coming through on the camera or not. All right, let's set that aside. We'll take a look at the bench. Give it a good once over as well. So from what I understand, this is supposed to help prevent that buzzy interference sound that if you watch the last one with the cigar box, you will have heard me talking about there. All right. So you can see there, we got that all bronzed out in there. That's pretty good. With that, I'm gonna go have lunch. We'll come back. We'll be putting this bad boy together. All right. So now it is time to do the part I've kind of been dreading a little bit, and that is wiring this bad boy up. Um, because I don't know what I'm doing. I only just now have started learning how to solder. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But we got our pick guard with our electronics there. And that's all pre-wired, so I don't have to do any of that stuff. So our back plates. There you go. So that's our jack. Yeah. So I guess we're going to start with the bridge. Then we'll worry about this. All right, so I will have to solder that, it looks like. So I figured I'd have to do some soldering on this. It's kind of what kept me from doing this sort of stuff for so long. So let's see here. This is the thing that goes up on the bridge to hold the two strings on thing. These are the 4 neck plate screws. This is strap pins. That is something I'm not familiar with. This that's the trim thing. These are the trim springs that go on the back side. These are, there's 6 screws there. Probably for a bridge. There's 6 screws for the bridge. And then those are for the tuners. And those are for the pick guard. So what we want is the 6 screws for the bridge. The tremolo stuff. Oh, we got a little bit too many out. Those are our back plate screws. They're our neck plate screws. All right. So we don't care about this. We're going to build a tremolo bridge on this. So that drops in there. I wish it was black hardware. Yeah, I really do just wish it had a bunch of, or the option for black hardware and black pick guard. Be 6. I thought about blacking out this hardware with some of that black dye. But to be honest, I don't want to break it. Because this is a mini strat, and I've had a lot of trouble finding parts for mini strats. It's not that you can't find them, just that there's not really options I'm interested in. I'm glad I didn't tighten that one in. Long screw. All right. That screw there, I think, stripped out a little, but I'm going to leave it there. I should probably try to fix that, but it's all right. Oh, that's tough. Oh. Just enough juice to get it done, baby. Let's go. All right, that's our trim guy there. Screws are a little bit long, aren't they? You see right there, they come up through our pickup cavity. I really hope it doesn't cause a problem for our spacing. No, no going back now. So this is one of those. Yeah, see, that's one way to fuck up 3 days of work. God damn it. Didn't even have the decency to break the goddamn spring either. I keep fucking with it. God damn, man. Yeah, you learn everything, something new every time. And I know that I hate whatever the fuck this is. I hate this. I don't even care about the sound this makes. I don't know why I'm putting this fucking thing in here. Just put a fucking regular bridge on it. Be done. Stupid fucking wah bar. Stupid dumbass fucking thing. Fuck. See, when I was a kid, um, my dad would have told me to take it out in the yard and spike it in the driveway. So he just said, take it outside, go spike it in the driveway. You'll feel better about it. Yeah, my dad did kind of suck. Everybody stretch these out first. And see, I know that if I had two good hands, I'd be able to do this no problem. You just put that there, and then you take that and you slide it over and put it on the thing. That's it. That's it. That's all you do. That's all you do. Put that on there. But because I don't have a second hand to hold the end of it on, so I need to be able to push that down. If I go from this side, maybe get it. But see, now I'm going to do the same thing all over again. We're going to pull on it. It's going to slide. And then all the pressure's coming this way. I'm pulling this way. So when this stops, I'm going to just yank that and drag it across it again. Fucking ruin it. So you got to figure out how to put these strings on here. And see, I seen the trick with the fucking screwdriver where they put it like right here. And then they slide it through. You slide it through there like this. And you're supposed to get one end in there like that. And this, you're supposed to do one of these. But once again, I don't have two good hands. I can't move this in a way that makes this easy to do. So instead, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe we just leave this out. We got the springs. And then when I'm better, I might be able to pull them out, put them on there right. Fuck, I already ruined that shit for that though. Whatever, it's on the back, nobody will see it. Big old fucking gouge out of there, dude. Look at that. Look at how bad that is. Like, Jesus Christ. See that from a mile away. At least it's on the back of it, I guess. But yeah, fuck them trim bars. We're not doing that. So next then will be electronics. All right. If only it was that easy, huh? But these, we gotta attach these to where they go. And this one is supposed to come up and touch the bridge. These two come through the hole. See, I've got all fucked up. Oh, I fucked it all up here. My bad, guys. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, so those two guys will come in here down through the hole this way. All right. Then we get our audio jack right there. We're gonna solder this. See, I was gonna replace these pickups. Uh, because I've heard that these sorts of kits always come with pretty bad pickups. So the plan had been to replace them. But alas, I don't have them yet. I have this humbucker. I could replace that one. But honestly, I kind of want to plug these in and see how they sound first. And then we'll go from there. So give me a minute. I'm going to solder this off camera because my stuff's set up over here. Then we'll get back to this. All right. So this is the part where I got to tell you that I lost an hour and a half of the footage. It's part of the reason why it's took me so long to get this video together is I've been trying to recover it. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. So we get to miss out on installing tuners in the neck, a couple other things, which kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, it kind of was easy stuff that I didn't really have any trouble with. So I didn't learn anything from it. So I think we'll be fine without that footage. But yeah, so here's the rest of it. All right. Took me a little break. Now we're going to string this bad boy up. See how it plays. See what it sounds like. All right. So to do these strings, camera up. We need to do is we need to stick the string in through the back of the bridge. So it's going to be the biggest string here. I am beginning to suspect that the color thing is a branding thing, some kind of, because these also don't have it. So we want the biggest string first. Okay. And next one. So I gotta put this thing on with the strings. It'll hold down the two highest strings. This looks like the biggest and most string. All right. So she's finally done. Couldn't really do anything about this. It really sucks. It is what it is. I did not end up installing the screw or the springs, which means that this bridge will never stand tuned. So I'm gonna get a tool for this. There's probably a tool that does this a lot easier than me trying to do it with pliers. Hopefully that'll make it easier next time. But it stayed in tune long enough for me to play as something for it. Um, so I actually ran into an issue and it was dead when I first plugged it in. What happened is I had put the bronze tape inside of this cavity. So when I slid that jack back in there after I'd soldered it together, it was touching that bronze tape. And so it totally killed the signal before it ever even got to get into the guitar. So I trimmed it out, made a space for it, slid it up in there, and it's good to go. So, but what did we learn? Well, I learned that finishing guitar is hard, takes a lot of time. I should have took longer. I learned that I hate tremolo bridges. I'll never use one again in another guitar. I have another guitar body with a tremolo bridge route in it. I'm just gonna put a block in there. Fuck that. I'm gonna do a hardtail bridge or maybe a through body, but I'm not gonna do a fucking tremolo again. That's ridiculous. Those springs suck. I hate that. Also, I don't even care that much about the bar. I'd rather do bends and stuff anyway. I don't really know the difference, so whatever. Um, this single coil. Let me just open it up. We can take a look at what it sounds like here. All right. All right. So now we're gonna do this for real. We're gonna see what we can do. I'll show you what it sounds like. You know. Okay. So this is in the first position, which is the bridge pickup, the humbucker. Okay, so right now I can only do like bar chords and power chords. That's all I got. So you just have to forgive the bad play now. There's not a lot I can do about it. So now we're going to go into the last position. This is the single coil by itself. Okay, and then we got both together. Honestly, it's kind of three pretty distinct sounds on there. All right, so I got this fuzz pedal here. This Green Russian Big Muff. We're gonna do some little bit of fuzz action on there. Turn that down some. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, no, I really like that sound. Actually, I think it sounds really good. Um, like I said, I really like this single pickup. That humbucker, I don't think sounds very good. I don't know. It sounds pretty good still. Like I said, it's three very help if I play the same thing on each setting, wouldn't it? But yeah, no, I'm super pleased with the outcome of this. Like I said before, I think that I could have done a little bit more time on the finish. It would have come out maybe looking a little bit better. But honestly, I think it looks great. I'm gonna replace this pick guard with a black one. Maybe get black hardware on this bad boy, and then look at maybe getting a different humbucker in there, maybe. But other than that, I couldn't be pleased more with this. Um, this bridge might get switched for a regular hardtail bridge, or if I get the tool for it, I'll put this on there. Be nice to have a guitar with a wah handle on it. So yeah, I mean, totally stoked to have a new guitar though, for sure. One that I actually did myself. That's awesome. This is actually the first electric guitar I've ever had. So, um, yeah, that's cool.